I haven't traded in a few days, completely disconnected from the charts. Sometimes it is necessary to reboot, remove emotions, reset expectations. Today, I returned and decided to spend the session as calmly as possible. No overstated goals, just basic analysis, common sense, and attention to detail. You will see how the perception of the market changes when your head is fresh and not overheated after a series of entries. This video is about the benefits of pauses, about a clean look, and about how important it is sometimes to step back in order to work better later. Before you start working with this strategy and opening trades, you need to configure your account. You can just repeat after me. I'm using a candle chart type and the time frame will be 1 minute. This is the most common and convenient chart format, and the low time frame allows you to quickly see the market changes. I'll also need indicators. I'll choose Parabolic and Vortex. For the time of the trade that I use, it is better to leave the indicators settings as standard. If you want to change the trading time, you will need to adjust the settings. Now I'm going to start opening trades and tell you in detail how this strategy works. Watch the video until the end. I think you won't have any questions. On Telegram, I share what helps me in trading every day. Reviews, levels, important thoughts on the markets. If you're interested in this, take a look at the description under the video. Join the channel and be sure to message me personally. This way, I can register you and help you with the materials. I'm ready to open my first trade. The trade time will be 1 minute. I'll start with an amount of $100. I think the price will rise. So I press the green button to open the trade. Are you ready? Then let's look at the situation in more detail. Look, the points of the parabolic SAR indicator were built above the price chart. It decreased and reached its minimum. The first point of the indicator appeared under the price chart, which means that the price increase has begun. This is the main signal from the indicator, after which you need to check the vortex. The lines of the vortex indicator were at a distance from each other, but during the trend change, the indicator lines crossed each other. This means that the market has really started an uptrend. The price will rise and I can make profit. This is a fairly simple strategy, but it requires you to be careful and follow the rules carefully, and I'll tell you about them later. In the meantime, let's see how the price chart will move. Oh, great! The first trade is profitable. My capital is now $2,033. I won't waste any time. There's still a couple of trades ahead. Let's look at the most common mistake. I'll make the trade amount $150. I'll open the trade to increase the price. Look, this time I was guided only by the signal from the parabolic SAR. 2 indicator points appeared under the price chart, which means that the price has started to rise. But also look closely at the vortex. The indicator lines are getting closer but have not yet crossed each other. I do not recommend opening trades in such situations. There's a risk of getting a loss. When working with a strategy, it is important that both indicators give a signal of a trend change. Only such situations are suitable for work. It's important that at least 2 points of the parabolic SAR indicator appear under the price chart. It is better if there are 3 or 4 of them. With the vortex indicator, everything is much simpler. The indicator lines intersect with each other at the moment of a trend change, and the direction of the green line will indicate the current trend. Now let's take a look at the situation. Well, unfortunately, the trend is unprofitable. The price has been rising for a long time, but at the end of the trend, it began to decline. I think you remember the situation and will not make such mistakes in your work. The trade amount is $300. My forecast is the price will decrease. I'll press the red button to open the trade. I see that the situation has already formed. There are enough points of the parabolic SAR indicator above the price chart, indicating a decrease in price. The vortex lines are also intersected with each other, and the green line of the indicator is pointing down. Everything points to a downtrend. I'll give you some advice that I often use in my work. Never rush to open trades. Approach each trade calmly. Carefully check the signals from the indicators. Do not be lazy to look at the currency pair. If you see that the situation is almost formed, wait. Don't let your emotions run wild. There's no place for emotions in trading. You have to be confident in every trade. Let's wait for the trade to complete. Here we go! Now there's $2,159 in my account. Excellent results. Now I'll find another situation and open the last trade. I think I can increase my capital with this situation. I see that an uptrend has started and I decided to increase my capital a whole lot. I don't advise you to repeat after me. It's very risky. I think you will like the strategy. It is quite effective. The profitability is 75%. Not a bad indicator, right? There's very little time before the trade closes. Amazing results. The last trade was profitable and now the account has $4,146. This session is a clear example of how this strategy works even in difficult conditions. We didn't make guesses. We worked according to a clear algorithm. You've seen every trade I make, every pause before entering. This is not an accident. This is a verified work on the system. Now you have everything you need to get started. A ready-made strategy, an application example, and step-by-step logic. Don't miss this moment. Start with practice, watch the video again, analyze each input and try to repeat it. This is the path to confident trading. And write your opinion in the comments.